Hello everyone. I am excited to show you a really fun website today. It's called Pixton. Now, Pixton is really great because you can use it in a lot of different ways. You can use it for class assignments or to delve a little deeper into the material, but you can also just use it for fun if you just want to create a comic. So today we're going to focus on comic making. Now, I'm not going to show you how to log in or anything like that because it kind of depends whether you're a student or a teacher or things like that. But there are a lot of really good tutorials if you need some help with that. So go ahead and look those up if you need to. But once you've logged in, this is the page that you're going to see. Now we're going to focus on Comic Maker over here, but you can make an avatar. You can make something that looks like you or make groups of people and things like that. We're just going to do this Comic Maker today, though. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Now you have a couple of different options with this. You can start with a blank comic and just create it from scratch, or you can get some ideas. Now we're not going to do this idea thing, but I want you to see what it's all about. So we're going to click on this for now. We're going to say browse, and up it comes with a bunch of different ideas. Now I'm going to say you're doing a history project. You're going to click on that, and it's going to come up with a bunch of different ideas that you can possibly create these idea cards, and you can scroll down and see if there's any that appeals. You can also sort it by elementary school and middle school and high school, or by which subject you want, or all sorts of things. So those are some fun ideas if you're not getting those creative juices flowing yet. Now we're going to go back though, and we're going to just create a blank one. So we're going to click on this create now, and it's going to come up with a blank thing. Now first things first, I've got to come up with a title for my comic. What do I want this comic to be about? So I love the Harry Potter books. So what I'm going to do is I am going to make myself be in a Harry Potter book. So I'm going to title this Me in Harry Potter. There we go. So that's my first step. We've got to decide what I'm going to make here. Now the next step is we're going to go through these on the left, and we're going to look at all of these different things that we can do. The first one is background. So I'm going to want to pick a background that, has to do with Harry Potter. So I'm going to search over here in this little magnifying glass, and I'm going to say classroom. We're going to see what comes up. Now, a lot of these are modern, so I don't really want to pick those ones. So I'm just going to scroll down, and I'm going to see if they have any that I think might fit. Oh, I love this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and click that. It's going to put it in the background. Now, if I wanted to, I could change a lot of different things about this. We've got abstract, where this is not necessarily a place, but sometimes it's an action or things like that. We also have weather that I could add over the top of this. So say I wanted it to be on fire. Now the classroom's on fire, but I don't want that, so we're going to take that off. Or if you really want to, you can add your own photo and upload your photo to that. But I really like this classroom, so we're going to stick with this. So now I get to add characters to it. So I'm going to pick to add a person in this comic. Now there are a couple of different ways that you can do this. You have real people that you can pick from that are already made, that are different famous people, either in history or now, that you can scroll through and see if there's anybody. You can also pick literary people. So these are going to be people that are in books or in different things like that, that are characters that you can add in. You can also customize, but we're not going to do that one right now. Right now we're going to pick one that they already have. So we're going to go in here and we're going to search, and I'm going to see if they have anything for wizard. So it looks like they've got a couple of different options here. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick this guy right here. Now, I can pick and choose how I want them to look. I can choose the age, I can choose male or female, I can choose all these different body types. So say I want them, let's go kind of in the middle here, and I want, let's do this one right here. Okay, so we picked our character. She's in there, she's looking good. Now I can change a lot of different stuff about this. We can go outfit. And we can change her into all manner of different things. We can do skin tone. So we're going to change that for her. We've got hair color. We're going to make her have brown hair over here. And then we can change the type of hair. Now that's not going to matter a lot because she's wearing a hood right now, but we'll give her some fun hair underneath her hood here. So let's go with this one right here. All right. So now I've got the basis of my character. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to add, I can add a tune, but I don't really want to in this one. I want to add a creature because I want her to have a little friend. So a lot of people in Harry Potter have owls. So I'm going to go search through and I'm going to say, I want her to have an owl. We're going to plop that guy in there. Okay. Now I can move these characters all around wherever I want. So I'm going to move him. I'm just going to click and drag and put him right over here on my desk. I can also make him bigger or smaller. But I want a teeny tiny guy. So we're going to make just a little tiny owl right there on the table. There we go. All right. And if I decide, oh, I actually don't want him after all, I can click on this little trash can over here and that's going to take him away. But I like him there, so he's doing good. So we'll have an owl in there with us. All right. Now we can do objects here. So you can do a bunch of different things with this. You can add different graphics. You can add, let's click on these props right here. Let's see what we've got. You can add different images. You can add, let's say we want a little candlestick in there. So we're going to take that and we're going to click on it and just drag it up. Maybe we'll have it over here on this little table right here. Or I can add different graphics. So say I want a direction in there. I can add that to it. And I can show movement with that. Props wise though, let's do a search here. We're going to say wand because I want my character to be holding a wand. So we're going to search in handheld props. Oh, there we go. We've got an awesome one. There you go. So now she gets to be holding a wand. All right. Now you can choose which hand. You can say left hand or right hand or kind of change things that way, but we're gonna leave her as she is and we're gonna go over to focus. Now this kind of change where you want the picture. So say I want a really, really close-up picture and I want it just her head, I'd pick this one. Or if I want her to be walking in a certain way, that's what she's doing right now, right? Or you can choose this dramatic one, and this makes her moving in different ways, and it changes how she's going to go. So let's see if there's anything we want her to be doing. No, I think we'll just stick with her walking like that. Now, the other thing you can do is you can pick a location. Now, we're not going to change that because I kind of like my background how it is. But you can also come over here and you can say, okay, I want her to be saying something. You can either choose these sounds down here. You can make her say anything, no, or ouch, or any sort of sound effect you want to add in there. You can also add a caption there that's explaining what's happening in there. So that's not necessarily your character talking, but just a little explanation of what's going on. But I'm going to add a speech bubble for her. Now I can choose. I can either make the owl be saying something, the candlestick be saying something, or my character. Now I'm going to choose my character because I want her to be excited that she's there. So I'm going to choose which one I want, whether she's speaking, thinking, or shouting, or whispering. I am going to say she's speaking. And she's going to say, this is so cool. And we're going to add it in there. Okay, and you can move this little thing around to wherever you want. So this is what she's going to be saying. And then, now we get to even more personalize. We go down here on the left to faces. And you can change what your character is doing. So we're going to go back because it's still in there. We're going to go to faces. So say I want to change the face of my character. What do I want her to be feeling or thinking or doing? So she's pretty impressed. She's excited about this whole entire thing. So we're going to go down and we can see if we can find a big smile for her. Because she's very excited. Here we go. There you go. So now she's smiling. You can also change the eye direction over here. So say I want her to be looking down or looking to this side or looking up. We're going to have her looking up on this one. There you go. So you can change all sorts of things. And then the final one is you can change the actions. So you've got all these body poses that you can do, that you can make her standing in different ways. Or let's say we want her to be doing this. She's so excited. You can also change to different effects. So there can be all sorts of things. So say I want her to be making a magic spell right now. We'll do some little swirlies for her. So there you go. So that is my first frame of this comic. Now, if I want to add more to this, I just go right over here to this plus side. Now, you can do this in a couple of different ways. You've got these three little dots over here, right up to the very, very right. You can click on that, and you can say insert a blank panel. Now, that's going to come up with just a completely blank screen, and you start from scratch again. You can also say duplicate panel, which is going to say this is the exact same panel, and I want it copied on there. All right. You can also move and navigate that way, but for now, what we're going to do is we're literally just going to push this little plus sign. And what's going to happen is it's going to come up and it's going to add another frame. And she's got her same position and she's got the same things going, but she doesn't have her speech bubble. So we're going to go in here and we can kind of decide what we want to keep. So I'm going to say maybe on this one, I want to take out the wand. So we're going to say, nope, we don't want any more wand. And maybe we don't want this candlestick here anymore. We can push this little trash can and get rid of that. We can kind of change it the way we want to. Now, when you've got enough of these and you've got your comics going over here, you have basically your storyline. You know what your characters want to say. You come up here and you click this done right here on your very right. And that's going to take you to this screen and it's going to show you your finished product. Now, you can either go back in and edit it up here on the right, or you can say, ooh, I really want to share it and publish it. You can also click these three little dots and you can make a copy of it and change things in certain copies. So you can do a whole lot of things with this. Basically how you make a comic in Pixton. It's really cool. It can be used for a lot of things. You can use it for just for fun, or you can use it for class, but there are a lot of different ways that you can go in and just have some fun exploring. So go ahead and check it out.